Right now, 26 million people are living inside a country sealed off from the rest of the world. No internet, no phone calls out, no freedom to move, to speak, or to choose. And inside that country, there is a system, an invisible hierarchy that controls every single aspect of your life from the moment you're born. It's called songbun. It's a political classification system that assigns every North Korean citizen a rank based on their family's loyalty to the regime going back 3 generations. Your grandfather fought for the Japanese during colonial rule. You are classified as hostile. You will suffer for the rest of your life for something that happened before you were born. Your great uncle defected to the South? Same result. The punishment is inherited. But if your family has always been loyal to the Kim dynasty, you might just be one of the lucky ones. This is your life. At every level of North Korean society. Level 1, the peasant farmer. You're born in a rural collective farm somewhere in North Hamgyong province, northeastern North Korea, one of the poorest regions in the entire country. Your songbun classification is hostile or wavering. Your grandfather had some connection, however small, to the old regime before Kim Il-sung came to power. That mark has followed your family for 70 years. You wake up before dawn, not because you want to, because you have no choice. The farm cooperative requires your labor. Every adult in the village must show up. There is no sick day. There is no day off unless the state says so. You farm rice, corn, and potatoes on land the state owns. You don't own it. You never will. The state takes most of what you grow. What's left is your ration. And some months the ration is not enough. Some months you eat grass. You eat tree bark. In the 1990s, during the Great Famine they call the Arduous March, over 1 million people in regions just like yours starved to death. The government called it a temporary food shortage caused by American sanctions and natural disasters. It wasn't. It was a policy failure. But you're not allowed to say that. You've never seen the internet. You've never spoken to anyone outside North Korea. Your radio and your TV, if you're lucky enough to have them, only receive state-controlled channels. Every broadcast begins with praise for the supreme leader. Your children will inherit your songbun. They will face the same walls you do. But you were taught from before you could read that Kim Jong-un is your father, that he protects you, that without him you would have nothing. And in a way, you believe it, because you've never been told anything else. Level 2. The factory worker. You're in your late teens. Your songbun is wavering, not hostile, not loyal. Middle ground. That's enough to get assigned to a factory in a mid-sized city. The factory produces spare parts for military vehicles. You don't know exactly what they're for. You don't ask. Asking the wrong question in North Korea is a dangerous hobby. You report to work at 7 a.m. You leave at 7 p.m., 6 days a week. Sometimes 7. Your salary is paid in North Korean won. But here's the problem. The state salary hasn't kept up with inflation since the 1990s. What you're officially paid is almost worthless. So like almost everyone in North Korea, you live a double life. After your official shift, you go to the Shangmadong, the informal market. The black market, but normalized. You sell things. Maybe cigarettes you acquired through a connection. Maybe soap. Maybe a phone charger smuggled in from China. This is technically illegal. The state has tried to ban it multiple times. It keeps coming back because without it, people would starve. The markets are run mostly by women. In North Korean law, men are required to have a state job. Women, after a certain age, are not. So they became the entrepreneurs. The breadwinners. In a country that presents itself as perfectly ordered, the informal economy is the real economy. You also have mandatory study sessions. Every week you sit in a room with your coworkers and a political officer reads from a pamphlet about the greatness of the Kim family. You nod. You never disagree. You never yawn visibly. The man next to you might report you. In North Korea, everyone watches everyone. The state doesn't need to watch every citizen directly. It trains citizens to watch each other. Level 3, the Pyongyang resident. You got lucky. You were born in Pyongyang, the capital. Or your father worked for a ministry and earned the family the right to live there. Living in Pyongyang is a privilege. It is a reward. Not everyone is allowed in. The government carefully controls who can reside in the capital. And when you walk through Pyongyang, it looks almost like a real modern city. Wide, clean boulevards, marble apartment buildings, fountains, a huge amusement park, ski resorts nearby, restaurants, even a water park. But here's what tourists and visiting journalists don't tell you. 90% of what you see is performance. The lights in the residential towers stay on at night, but most of those apartments have no actual electricity most of the time. The buildings are beautiful from the outside. Inside, many are crumbling. The supermarkets that foreign visitors are shown have products on the shelves. Those products are often placed there for the visit and removed afterward. But still, compared to level 1, you're in paradise. You have access to better food rations. Your children can attend better schools. If your songbun is good, your son might be accepted to Kim Il-sung University, the most prestigious in the country. That degree is the beginning of a real career. You still can't leave the country. You still watch state television. You still attend political meetings, but you have a refrigerator, and sometimes it actually has food in it. Level 4. The informant. You didn't choose this job. In some ways, no one does. You were approached by an officer from the Bohwaibu, the State Security Department, North Korea's secret police. He was polite. He asked you questions about your neighbors, about your coworkers. Then he made it clear this wasn't optional. You are now an Inminban informant. Every neighborhood in North Korea is organized into units of about 20 to 30 households called Inminban, people's groups. Each group has a leader, and within those groups, informants report on everything. Did someone watch a South Korean drama last night? You report it. Did someone listen to a radio station from outside? You report it. Did someone speak negatively about the supreme leader? You report it immediately. Failure to report is itself a crime. If you know and say nothing, you can be punished as an accomplice. You know things about your neighbors that their own families don't know. You watch them through the information they accidentally give you. Conversations, packages from relatives, mood changes. And here's the part that makes this level psychologically devastating. You live in terror that there's an informant watching you too. Because there always is. North Korea operates on a principle of total mutual surveillance. You watch them, they watch you. Someone watches both of you. You sleep badly, you speak carefully. You have learned that trust, genuine trust, wasma, is a luxury that doesn't exist here. Level 5. The soldier. You're 17 years old. You've been conscripted into the Korean People's Army. For women, service is now mandatory too, typically 4 to 6 years. For men, it can be up to 10 years. A decade of your life, gone. Basic training is brutal. You train in extreme cold, sometimes without proper winter clothing. You drill for hours on empty stomachs. The food ration for soldiers, particularly in lower units, is often inadequate. Soldiers are known to steal food from farms near their bases. The farmers don't report them. They're afraid. But being a soldier in North Korea is also, in some ways, a step up. You have status. You carry a weapon. Civilians step aside for you on the street. You are taught that you are the protector of the revolution, that American imperialists are waiting to destroy your country, that every bullet you fire in training is for your homeland. The propaganda is relentless. And here's the thing about propaganda that's delivered from birth. Every single day, in every school, on every broadcast, at every political meeting. Eventually, you stop noticing it. It becomes the air you breathe. Some soldiers get stationed near the Chinese border. That's where everything changes. Because near the border, you see things. Chinese cell phone signals bleed over. Defectors tell stories in whispers. You start to hear rumors, not from foreign broadcasts, but from soldiers who've heard from soldiers who've heard, that the world outside is nothing like you were told. That's a dangerous thought to have in North Korea. Level 6. The party member. You've done something right. Maybe your songbun is clean. Maybe you served well in the military. Maybe someone in a position of power decided you were reliable. You have been admitted to the Korean Workers' Party. This is not automatic, it is selective. About 15% of the North Korean population are party members. The rest are ordinary citizens, and the difference is enormous. As a party member, you have access to better rations, better medical care, better schools for your children. You have a level of political protection that ordinary citizens don't. When things go wrong, arrests, accusations, having party membership can mean the difference between a warning and a labor camp. Your role involves attending party meetings, enforcing ideology at your workplace, and demonstrating visible, enthusiastic loyalty to the state. You are not a decision maker yet, but you are inside the structure. And inside the structure, you begin to see things that ordinary citizens don't. Level 7, the officer/regional commander. You command a military unit or a regional administrative structure. You have hundreds, maybe thousands amount of people beneath you. The power you hold is real, but it is borrowed power. Everything you have comes from the loyalty of the people above you. And loyalty in North Korea is not a feeling, it's a performance that never ends. You send tribute upward. Cash, gifts, goods acquired through the informal economy or outright corruption. Officers at your level are expected to deliver results and resources to their superiors. In return, they receive protection and access. Your region's economic output is your responsibility. If it underperforms, you answer for it. If there is unrest, a public act of dissent, someone caught watching South Korean content, you answer for it. You have genuine power over the people below you. You can authorize arrests, you can determine rations, you can assign work details. In your region, within certain limits, you are the law, but you live with a constant anxiety that the man above you is watching for any sign of disloyalty, underperformance, or dangerous ambition. Purges happen at this level. Officials who grow too powerful, too popular, or too independent are removed, sometimes arrested, sometimes executed. You have probably watched it happen to someone you knew. You sleep with one eye open. Level 8, the elite inner circle. You live in Pyongyang, in one of the best apartments reserved for the top tier of the political and military elite. You attend state banquets, you have access to foreign goods, imported whiskey, luxury cars, electronics, that 99% of your countrymen don't know exist. Your children attend the most elite schools. They receive the best nutrition, the best medical care. You have traveled abroad, to China, possibly to Russia or parts of Europe, on official delegations. You know more about the outside world than almost any North Korean alive. And you know this: the story told to the ordinary citizens is not the whole story. You don't say this. You never say this, but you know it. At this level, you are responsible for executing policy, managing entire sectors of the state, the military, the economy, the intelligence services. You are powerful. You are wealthy by North Korean standards, but you are also terrifyingly exposed. Kim Jong-un's uncle, Jang Song-taek, was once considered the second most powerful man in North Korea. He was executed in 2013, accused of treason, corruption, and attempting to seize power. His entire family and his wife, his children, his relatives were punished too. Guilt by association. The closer you are to the sun, the more dangerous the heat. You've seen loyalty tests. You've participated in loyalty tests. You know that your position can vanish in a single decision, made in a room you'll never enter. Level 9. Kim's Trusted Counsel. There are fewer than 100 people on Earth who occupy this level. You are one of Kim Jong-un's direct advisors. You sit in meetings where decisions are made that affect millions of lives. Nuclear weapon strategy. Trade negotiations conducted through illegal channels. Domestic purges. The construction of new missile systems. You know everything. And that is the most dangerous thing about you. Kim Jong-un inherited his grandfather's paranoia. He knows, as all rulers of closed systems know, that the most dangerous enemy is always the one closest to you, the one who knows the most, the one who could theoretically replace you. So you perform. Every meeting, you display enthusiasm, reverence, total devotion. You clap the longest. You never suggest anything that implies criticism. You present solutions, not problems. You make the leader feel brilliant, unchallenged, supreme. There have been 7 reported purges of senior leadership since Kim Jong-un took power in 2011. Former close associates executed by anti-aircraft gun. Former generals disappeared. Former ministers sent to labor camps. You wake up every morning knowing that today might be the day someone whispers your name in the wrong ear. You have everything. You have nothing. You are the most powerful person most North Koreans will never know exists, and you are completely trapped. The Songbun system is real. The surveillance is real. The hierarchy is real, and it's been running uninterrupted for over 70 years. 26 million people wake up inside it every single morning. Most of them have never known anything else. There's a phrase that North Korean defectors use when they finally arrive in South Korea or in China. When they first see a supermarket or use the internet or watch a film that wasn't approved by a government. They don't feel freedom first, they feel grief. Because they realize for the first time what was taken from them. Not by an enemy, by the country that told them it loved them. This is North Korea, not the version they show you, the real one.